Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome to the video. I hope your morning is going great. Mine's been really awesome. I slept amazingly because yesterday we had such a successful talk show or podcast, whatever you guys want to call it. It went very smoothly thanks to BeLive.tv and their amazing talk show program. I urge you guys to check out their program at BeLive.tv if you love talk shows. It's absolutely amazing. Like, seriously, it was so clean. Being able to bring on you guys to the talk show and allow you to meet the actual players in the league and ask them questions live was so cool to see. It's such an amazing feature that BeLive offers, and it's something we're going to be taking a look at in this video while we discuss XQC and how Avast and Danteh feel about how he was treated by Blizzard during Season 1, and as well as that, we'll be moving on and taking a look at the clip where another guest asked about the 2019 South Korean Overwatch World Cup team. It was amazing content, guys. Seriously, if you enjoy these clips, you have to tune into the entire show every Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern. We're going to have amazing guests coming in this week. We have Super from the San Francisco Shock, and the second guest is still to be determined, so be sure to leave a suggestion down below in the comments who you guys want to see come on next week. And lastly, be sure to follow BeLive on Twitch so you can get notified every single time we go live on Sunday. Link will be down low in the description, and now let's jump into this video.
Have a good day.
Thank you, Bob. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you, Bob.
Thank you.
Bob, do something. That's what the
Bob.
chat's spamming.
Bob.
All right, that was awesome. So that was our first guest. Again, guys, if you do want an opportunity coming on here, be sure to follow BeLive. It is brought to you by them. Amazing program. Let's go ahead and bring on the next guest. We have a guy named Ghost. His webcam's a little scuffed, so we won't be able to see him, but we got a pretty image to look at. What's up, Ghost? How you doing? Welcome.
What the fuck? What is that? Is that the webcam? Is that
It's
a?
a broken webcam.
Sorry about that. Yeah. So my first question is, what are your view on Owl's treatment of XQC?
I want to answer this, Dante.
Okay.
I want to answer this.
Okay.
I want to because it's a lot of idiocy surrounding everyone in XQC. So XQC, I think, had an unfortunate situation happen to him where he got since he has a very special brand of Twitch culture with him, and that he can only communicate directly via Twitch memes in real life, and that's like the only way to deal with him. That it's tough to separate the Twitch culture from the human being sometimes, and obviously Twitch culture is not what Blizzard wants for Overwatch League a lot of times. And he did need some guidance to help with his communication, and he needed to just stop fucking streaming when bad things happened, so he wouldn't just like throw himself more into the fire. And I would say there were players that did much worse than him that didn't get in trouble nearly to the same extent. But at the end of the day, I would say it wasn't completely unwarranted. It was like, and he could have continued if he wanted to. He was never banned from Overwatch League. Dallas just dropped him. He could always come back if he wanted to. Like, I think might be a slight misconception to what people think happened to SUC is like Blizzard through Fuel essentially had him benched for some time, and then Fuel just decided to drop him because they thought he was unreliable because he kept on getting benched because of official punishments. And so I think that pretty much if he just reformed his attitude, he'd come back. But it also doesn't excuse, like, I don't care if you think Blizzard's policy is not good, like their PR policy and how people deal with things, and like if you think XQC was treated unfairly, that's just life. If you're working a job, you can't just continually violate policy and be like, well, that policy is dumb, and then expect to have the job. It's just not going to work, especially when you're a public figure. Everything you do is magnified times 10. And so you're like, I don't know what he expected to happen or what anyone else expected to happen differently in those circumstances. So I would say it was harsh, but warranted. And I would hope that he could come back.
I think for him, it was like really hard to balance out what he wanted to do because like he wanted to play, but he also wanted to stream. And like for me, streaming was really hard in like Season 1. Like during the season, it felt like I was always busy, like scrims or VOD review. And then ICC would literally like come home from like 8 hours of scrimming, he'd eat, and then he'd stream for like 9 hours and get like 3 hours of sleep. And yeah, it's just like really, it like takes a toll on like everything. Like you have like lower energy, you're just more frustrated, you're like, I don't know, like just not getting sleep is so unhealthy for you. And when you're consistently getting like a few hours of sleep every day while like playing a game like Overwatch, it can kind of can kind of boom.
Yeah, head
And-
boom for sure.
Yeah, boom.
And there it is, guys. Amazing question coming out from one of our viewers. It's one of you guys that came on there and asked that question to Danteh and Avast. It's so damn cool. I seriously am in love with this feature from BeLive, guys. And if you want a chance to come on just like Ghost did, all you have to do is answer this question I'm about to ask you guys, which is super easy, guys. Who won the Season 1 Overwatch League Championship? Leave your response down below in the comments, and I will be randomly selecting a bunch of you guys to come on to next week's show and ask Super and our to be determined guest any questions you guys please. But you have to be following BeLive on Twitch, so go down to the description, follow BeLive official on Twitch, link will be right there. So if you answer correctly, I will reply to your comment asking you if you are following the BeLive Twitch. You'll show me proof, and then we'll get you onto the next show. It is that easy, guys. A simple comment and follow, and you will have a chance to talk to Super, myself, live on Twitch in front of thousands of viewers. It's such an amazing feature. Being able to connect you guys with me and Overwatch League players is so damn cool. What an awesome thing. So be sure to participate in this, guys. And now let's talk a little bit about Danteh and Avast's response to XQC and the way Blizzard has been treating him, specifically in Season 1. And I really do love Avast's response to this. It's so well-rounded. He looks at it from every perspective, and honestly, he would understand the most. He was in the Overwatch League during Season 1, and as he said, he was benched all of Season 1, so he had a lot of time to just observe the other players and the other teams. And XQC just needed to straight up find a way to separate streaming and playing as a pro, which he wasn't able to. And as Danteh mentioned at the end, if he was practicing for 8 hours, then going home and streaming for 9 hours, that means the guy was playing Overwatch almost 20 hours a day and then only sleeping for like 3 or 4 hours. Probably not even 4, because if he's playing like 20 hours a day, that means he needs time to eat, he needs time to, you know, commute around the city, get to his house, get to the Overwatch League facility. That's another hour. The guy was getting 2 to 3 a day, which is insane, almost impossible to keep up. No wonder why he got burnt out and he kept getting in trouble. When you're only getting 2 to 3 hours of sleep, you're pretty much in autopilot mode. So hearing all of this kind of makes me happy, knowing now that XQC is in a better place. He's just focused on one thing and he doesn't have to split his attention on both, and it's just really unhealthy for him mentally. And of course, it probably had a huge toll on the Dallas Fuel. So overall, I think it's just a good situation we're in now, even though XQC is still getting banned from Overwatch. I think that's a good spot to leave this topic and now move on to the next question that our guest Ghost asked, which was about the South Korean Overwatch World Cup team going into 2019. We got some interesting responses here. Let's roll it.
What's some other questions you have, Ghost?
Who do you think is going to be on the Team South Korea for 2019?
I don't know. I think it's way too early.
Profit.
Maybe
Yeah,
Profit.
Definitely Profit.
Maybe Profit. I think that depending on how Roar plays, Roar could actually earn a spot. I think Fury will still be there. I think Onimo will be there. I think Jonak will likely be there still. Fleta will probably be there still. Decay could earn a spot. I think like the two people that pretty much could supplant anyone are Roar and Decay, and then maybe if they choose to bring in Profit because they never really gave him a chance this season, I believe.
Profit is the
Yeah,
best
they didn't
player.
really they didn't do trials. They just picked random people. Well, not
Yeah.
random. They picked who they thought would be good.
Yeah.
I think DPS are like completely up for grabs, but then like because there's so many talented Korean DPS players, but I think Jonak might like I don't know. I'm not sure if anyone will surpass Jonak, but right now he's like definitely the best flex support in the world. And Onimo / Arc, I think they're two top main supports. I don't really know who compares with them because I think main support's a hard role to compare, especially if we aren't on the team, because a lot of it is internal stuff, I think. But I think those roles will be solid. Maybe Fury will be on it next year. Maybe it'll be Meko or maybe Choi. Like Choi is really good.
That's
and
true. There's
really
Choi.
underlooked this season.
Yeah, I didn't think about.
Oh,
Choi.
and Violet as well for Jonak.
Oh.
I think Violet actually could potentially take the spot from Jonak if he pops really hard
Wow.
pops.
And then like
I think
apparently
Bedosian too.
Krillin is supposed to be really good. Yeah, Bedosian, like there's a lot of good players, and who knows how season 2 will go. It could be like
Yeah, there's a lot of competition for the 2019 South Korean World Cup team. I really do hope they do trials this time rather than just
Yeah.
picking who they think would be best. But thank you for coming on here, Ghost. We appreciate your questions.
Right, thanks, Michael.
So that was the end of that question. It was a very interesting one. I like the responses we got from Avast and Danteh, specifically Avast when he was hyping up Violet, the new flex support player for the San Francisco Shock, saying that there was potential for him to overtake JJoNak. Now that's just crazy talk. JJoNak right now is pretty much undeniably one of the best players in the world, if not the best. And for him to be so confident about Violet coming up and being able to possibly overtake him is crazy. And this wasn't even the only time that Avast mentioned Violet in this podcast. He brought it up multiple times, saying that he is the next JJoNak, the next rising flex support, going to be one of the best Zenyatas in the league. Like, he's getting a ton of hype, which makes me wonder, how good is Violet? I want to do some more research on him. Let me know if you guys think I should make a full video talking about who Violet is and if it is possible for him to overtake JJoNak, because Avast really has me interested now. And just overall, the 2019 Overwatch World Cup rosters are interesting, specifically South Korea, since last season they did decide to just pick up players instead of doing trials, which did seem a little unfair to me. Of course, at the time, Prophet wasn't really as noticed as he was at the end of the season, and I think it would have been very wise to do trials so you can see how good players potentially are. Because, I mean, no offense to Libero or Fleta, just Prophet plays their role better, and he's more flexible, and he has a higher skill ceiling. And let's be honest, a Carpe Prophet duo would be so damn incredible. It'd be the best in the Overwatch League, hands down. Anyways, that's pretty much it for the South Korean World Cup team, guys. Again, we talk about so much on these talk shows. Danteh, Avast, and myself, we went on for an hour and 20 minutes talking about every single topic in the Overwatch League possible. All the huge signings during the offseason like Fisher, Soon, Shadowburn, Roar, Decay, all of them, guys. We went over the new teams, how good they'll be, who do we think will be the bad teams next season, who do we think will be the best teams. We also talked a lot about Danteh's experience transitioning from San Francisco Shock to the Houston Outlaws, a vast experience being on the bench all of season 1. Crazy stuff, so much information to be learned. You guys really got to tune in every single week on Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern. Follow BeLive Official on Twitch. Link will be down below if you want to tune in. And be sure to leave your answer to my question earlier down below in the comments if you want a chance to come talk to Super and our next guest. It'll be an amazing time. Also, suggest who you want that next guest to be. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want to stay updated on all Overwatch League content, because I upload multiple videos every single day. This is your best source of Overwatch League content, guys. Thank you for watching the video. I'm out of here. Peace.